Each month, I help my clients generate over $500,000 in revenue on Shopify. And these are the 9 best apps we use to increase profits and make our lives easier. Alright, so app number 1 is the post-purchase upsell app. This app enables you to add an upsell after someone has paid for their product. This means that you don't lose any conversion rate because it's after the purchase, so there's no risk of lowering your conversion rates, and everything that you collect during the post-purchase upsell goes straight into your pocket. The app I use for this is called Aftersell. Depending on the volume of orders that you're getting, you can easily add 5 to 10% on top of your current average order value with this app. App number 2 that I recommend using is the shipping protection app. In 1 week, this has generated £548 in profit for just one client. Do this for an entire year, and that's £25,000 in extra profit from just using one app. I recommend using the Order Protect app. The way it works is that the app recommends the shipping protection, and then your customer can either click to proceed with that shipping protection or just remove it from their cart. So it's totally up to them, and then you can decide on what sort of terms you set for the shipping protection app. For example, if their order gets lost or gets damaged, that you refund them in full, or that you expedite a new product to them. App number 3, or I should say trick number 3, is adding an extra option to your current variants. So if you have 2 options, let's say one quantity or the quantity of 2, then the second quantity looks more expensive because you only have 2 options relative to each other. So it's either high price or low price. Now, if you add a third and a fourth option on top of the 2 options that you already have, the second more expensive option becomes relatively cheap compared to the third and fourth option. And this is something called option bias. It works extremely well, and just by adding in that option, your cheaper options look more desirable, and you automatically have people that will go for the more expensive options as well. So that's a little trick I like to call option bias. I've used it for one of my own e-com stores, which was very unprofitable on just one product. And what I did was I made an option saying buy 2, get 1 free. And just because I did that, I was able to increase the average order value and actually become profitable, because more than 46% of people actually went for the 2 plus 1 free option instead of just buying 1 and then having a way higher price per unit cost. So that's my recommendation. Add more options to make your cheaper options more desirable, and to get people to also just buy on occasion the more expensive one to get you more profits too. All right, app number 4 that I recommend is A/B testing your price. So there's an app called A/B Convert that we use, and you can actually A/B test your price, because often we pick our prices just out of thin air, or we pick a price based on the competitor's price, but you can actually A/B test your price and base it off of data. So it shows you the profit per 100 visitors, which you want to optimize for, because that is the most relevant metric for your business. So even though a certain price increase can lower your conversion rate, as long as the added value per 100 visitors is higher, then it doesn't matter whether it decreases your conversion rate by a bit. And the funny thing is with products and pricing is that people also assume that products of a higher price are worth more. So I've actually personally experienced that. We tested a price point that was higher than the initial price point, and the conversion rate actually increased. So go and test your prices, especially if you're just starting out, because you can actually base it off of data and make a lot more profit per 100 visitors. Another app that we like to use is called Ship Scout, and this actually lets you A/B test your shipping prices. So if you have a free shipping barrier, let's say you offer free shipping at orders that are above 20 in average order value, you can actually test whether you should set that barrier at 20 or 50 or wherever you want to test it, and the app shows you your profit per 100 visitors. So you don't have to guess whether you should charge a flat rate, where you should set the flat rate, if you should offer free shipping or not. You can just test it and track your profit per 100 visitors, which is ultimately the golden metric when it comes to testing things like this on your Shopify store. So if you're going to use ShipScout, I believe you can easily use it with Shopify Plus. If you don't have Shopify Plus, you can actually contact Shopify support and tell them that you want to use this app. They can charge you a flat fee for some sort of developer package, and then you can actually test it because it's quite a advanced app to use, but you can still track it and test it with a regular Shopify account, but you just need to contact Shopify support. App number 6, this is basically going to save you a lot of time, not necessarily make you money directly, but indirectly it will. And this is the app called Archive. It is an app on Shopify that you can use to collect user-generated content. So you can connect your social media platforms and it automatically tracks videos and images where your business is tagged in. So you can see all those videos and images on the back end of that app, and then you can easily just download it if you have consent from those people, or you can see who reposted you or tagged you. You can reach out to them, you can ask for consent to repost it or repurpose it for ads, and that way you have all your UGC content and all your tag materials in one place, which makes it super easy to just download it and run it as an ad or use it as testimonials and proof on your landing pages to increase your conversion rates. Now, app number 7 that I recommend using is Triple Wheel. I personally love using Triple Wheel for my e-commerce clients. I use it on most, if not all of them, because it is very intuitive to use, and you can easily add your fixed costs from the client and the variable costs so that you can see your net profit at all times. So you know, all right, am I making enough revenue to exceed my fixed costs and make a profit at the end of this month? And how much more do I need to scale? Do I need to scale down? All that stuff. And another cool thing that you can do is you can easily see the new customer return on ad spend, which is one of the most important metrics when it comes to scaling your ad account. App number 8 that is going to be really useful is an A/B testing app for your landing pages. It's called FigBuy, and it is one of the easiest ways to increase your profit per 100 visitors. In one of my case studies, I also show that by just A/B testing a new landing page, I was able to decrease the cost per acquisition by as much as 66%. That's not always going to work depending on how good the control landing page was, but in this case, it was really, really effective to just try a new landing page. Now, the app FigBuy, I don't like it that much. So if you have a better alternative, then let me know in the comments, because I'm actually looking for a really good app to A/B test the landing pages ever since Google discontinued Optimize. I've been sort of shopping around. Currently, I'm using FigBuy, but if you have better recommendations, leave them in the comments to help everyone and also help me, because I've been looking for someone that knows a really good app to use for A/B testing. App number 9 is going to be SMS Bump or Klaviyo, and then specifically text marketing tools. All right, so I use SMS Bump, but you can also use Klaviyo. And what you want to do is you want to start building your marketable phone list, because text messages get opened 5 times more often as email. And the reason email doesn't get opened that often is because you often land in the junk or promotion folder. With SMS, you don't. I personally always open my text messages, and I know that holds true for a lot of people. Make sure that once you collect those phone numbers that you actually ask for explicit consent If you use an app like SMS Bump or Klaviyo, they can actually help you achieve that, and they have like tutorials and whatnot to make sure that you have that checkout the check box wherever it's needed to have people give that consent. And another thing that I recommend besides the SMS Bump is also using that for a abandoned checkout flow. So whenever they leave the checkout, you actually send them a text message after a couple hours where you say, hey, I saw that you left your checkout, recover it here, or here's a 5% discount and recover it now. I recommend not using SMS as a campaign delivery method more than once a month. So if you have a really cool thing that happens every month, such as a new clothing drop or a very special new product that you have, then use it, but don't hammer people with text messages. You want to be very respectful of their phone number, because otherwise they'll just unsubscribe. Those are the 9 apps that we use to generate over $500,000 per month for our Shopify e-commerce clients. The ones that I would start with are most definitely the post-purchase upsell app, because that can't hurt your conversion rates and it can only increase your profits. Start A/B testing your shipping prices, because those also heavily impact your margins. And lastly, I recommend implementing Triple Whale short term, just because it helps you track your net profit in real time, and it helps you make informed decisions on what to scale and what to kill, because you can instantly see what's working for your business and what is not. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, as I share more stories and case studies on how I help my Shopify e-commerce clients and help you to increase your profits and make life easier as a Shopify store owner. All right, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.